What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is Lonnie Hill with Lonnie Hill's Flatline Fitness. Hey, this is the beginning of a new week. I told you guys I was going to be bringing some new information to the table. Well, here it is. We're all going to be learning together. A lot of this information, it isn't new to me, but at the same time, I may not be well versed in it. So, if you guys have questions, I can definitely find the answer for you. But we're going to present this information. I need you guys' feedback and things like that. So what we're going to get into is we're going to start talking about foods to eat and things like that, because I get a lot of those questions in some of my meal preparations. What I may feel is the best way to lose weight, or how to eat, etc., etc. So we're going to get into all that, but first, I feel that it's very necessary to start talking about the digestive system, the human digestive system. That way, we know and understand how this process works and how we receive the vitamins and nutrients from the foods that we eat. But first, we have to understand what the digestive system is. The digestive system is a process of breaking down complex foods and materials into simpler substances. You know what I'm saying? And this process takes place in what is called the alimentary canal, which is basically a long tube from the mouth to the anus, because it goes through a process, during the breakdown period or whatever. Also, this process, it has to go through 8 different chambers, in order to be fully broken down. That's the mouth, the esophagus, the stomach, small intestines, large intestines, the rectum, and the anus. Boom, those are your 8 chambers. And each one of them play a role in the digestion. But within that, there's also 2 glands, your liver and your pancreas, that secretes enzymes and fluids and things like that within this process to help aid in the digestion. So yeah, all of it works together. So here we go. Let's get started. Okay, like I said earlier, as soon as you put food in your mouth, the digestion process begins. We chew our food up to break it down, to make it easier to swallow, and mixing it with saliva, that makes it easy as well, to be ready to put into your stomach. So once you swallow your food, it goes through your throat and down to your esophagus. Your esophagus is connected from your throat to your stomach. Now, the unique thing about the esophagus is something that I didn't know, which I just learned looking up this information, is that the esophagus has contractions. It has muscles, so to speak, that pushes the food down, to your stomach. But there's also a high pressure vacuum in your esophagus, which keeps the food from coming back up through your esophagus and out through your mouth. So it holds the food down, so that way it goes into your stomach. And then once you swallow the food and it goes to your stomach, which also helps, breaking down the food into simpler forms and things like that. The stomach also has some mucus and some hydrochloric acid, which is one of the major substances in the stomach, because it aids in the digestion process, and it breaks down and kills all the bacteria in the food that you eat. So that's very important. That gets rid of all the bacteria and things like that's in the food that we eat. So because like I said, we get our vitamins and nutrients from the food. So that's how that works. So then after the food leaves the stomach and is broken down, it leaves the stomach as a paste in a liquid, right? And it's pushed into the small intestines, which is a 20-foot long tube, right? And within the process of it going through the small intestines, that's when the pancreas and the liver shoot their little enzymes in there to help within the digestion process. So the pancreas obviously secretes pancreatic fluid, and the liver secretes what is called bile. Now, the bile in itself is a compound that aids in digestions of the fat and eliminates waste products from the blood. Okay, so that's what the liver and the pancreas do for the food that we eat and then consume. But within that process, also the small intestines also secrete enzymes and things like that from the inner surfaces of the small intestines. However, they also have finger-like projections inside the walls of the small intestines, finger-like projections that have a network of blood vessels. Now, they have a network of blood vessels, which are called, no, the finger-like projections are called villi, which contain a network of blood vessels. Now, what that does is the digestive food that we eat is pushed through those villi, those finger-like projections, which distributes the vitamins and nutrients throughout our body into our bloodstream and so forth. Now, the food that isn't digested is pushed through the large intestines, which is your colon, large intestines, colons, and this is where excess water and salt is absorbed, and the undigested waste is pushed out through your anus. So that's how the digestion process works. Hey, so be careful what you eat, what you put in your body. Hey, this is how you get it. This is where it works. This is where it starts. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll get to talking about some other things. And let me know what you think. Lonnie Hill Flatline Fitness. Catch me on Facebook on the Lonnie Hill Flatline. Catch me on YouTube on the Lonnie Hill's Flatline Fitness. Catch me on Instagram on the Flatline Fitness 1. My email is flat_linefitness@yahoo.com. Please like and share these videos. I need all the feedback that you guys have for me. Hey, we're learning together. We're growing together. And that's what it's about. So give me a holler. Hit me up on my email. Hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up on Instagram. Hey, that's just what it is. Let's grow together. Appreciate y'all showing up.